Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of our English Flyff video series. And today we're going to look at the new playback events, which are out now pretty much. So they have a level up event going on from March 19th until April 16th, so pretty much 1 month or 4 weeks rather. And pretty much what you have to do is create a new character in your newly created account. So pretty much the same as for the last level up event on the Bora servers. New account and new character. Level up your character and get the corresponding reward, applicable on both Rhisis and Lord Pang servers. Prizes, those are pretty bad. Cloak of Hero, Dragon Cloak of the Hero and Champion's Cloak. So I think Cloak of the Hero is just all stats plus 8 and like speed plus 10 or something like that, or attack plus 8 or something like that. Champion's Cloak is pretty much the same, just with HP instead of attack, and Dragon Cloak is all stats plus 14, so all 3 cloaks are complete garbage, because in order to get them, I think they are non-soul linked, but in order to get them you have to, I mean, of course you have 4 weeks time, so it's not that hard or that difficult, but it's 90 masters it begins, and then 101 masters and 111 master. So that's pretty tough for such bad cloaks, and yeah, I'm not going to attend this event, so I'm not going to create a new account and also not a new character, because yeah, it's just absolutely not worth it and pretty much a waste of time. So I would highly recommend, I mean, if you haven't already started on the playback servers, then of course this is the perfect event to start out, because you get free stuff. I mean, it's always good, but you have to keep in mind you have to level up to at least 90 masters for like any reward. If you're 89 masters at the end of the event on April 16th, you pretty much get nothing. So that's an important thing to look out for. But yeah, that's the first event. Then we should have more stuff to come. Then we have the White Day event, which is, as I already mentioned, it's pretty much the same, except for one difference. And that difference is you have to collect from monsters green bean, baked corn and juicy meat. Monster sugar and monster syrup you have to collect from the collecting area. So this is a thing which has been going on in the playback servers since like forever, pretty much since they are around. They split their events into monster killing and collecting in the collecting area. So it's pretty much, I mean, of course those are 5 items, so you can't exactly split it in half. So you get 3 items from monsters and 2 from the collecting area. And in order to open any boxes you have to either do both, collect and kill, or buy the remaining things you need to acquire the event boxes from other players. So it's pretty bad, but this has, how can I say it, a good effect on the prices, because the items you get from monsters are way more, way harder to get, I meant. So those are really rare, and the collecting area items are extremely unrare. So they're pretty common, they're pretty basic. Everyone has shops open with like 300, 400, 500. They're absolutely worthless, because you get them like probably every second item if you're going to collect is an event item, so it's worthless. And the items from the monsters are pretty rare. They have the same drop rate as the free leaf covers, which were already pretty rare. So yeah, it's actually not that bad, so you can at least sell them for a I hope at least pretty high price. So yeah, that's the upper side of it. And yeah, don't think we have to go over the event, because I'm pretty sure most of you are already playing on the playbacks, on the Bora servers, and keeping attention on the events, at least if you're not playing. So I don't think we have to go over the rewards, because it's exactly the same as our event on the Bora servers. They have the same fashion set, everything is so linked except for the jewelry box, the fashion sets, and the white tiger. So exactly the same. No effect from the black pirate set, and the both rings are so linked once you equip them, and the effects are also the same. So until +3 you don't get any effect, and then it comes for the blue one, it's range blocked at max HP when you upgrade them, and the yellow jewel candy ring is also the same thing. +3 you get nothing, +4 you get melee block, and in the end you get melee block and max MP. So yeah, and there's also a set effect which gives you decreased casting time, crit damage, critical rate, PvP damage, and increased attack, which is not that bad, of course, but yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the White Day quest event. And then I already accidentally showed you there's this Frontliner Lucky Bonanza, but it's not about the Lucky Bonanza, so it's pretty much a, or it was rather, it's over now. If you purchase Playpark Cash, that's just the, yeah, real money currency that they have. At least 50,000, I think 200,000 are, I think, $37. So those should be, I don't know. I don't know the exact amounts you can top up, but it's, yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's very cheap compared to the borrow version. You get way more stuff for your money, and you could get lucky in this Bonanza because 5 lucky players will get the reward via rifle. So the 5 people which top up the most amount for real money got reward automatically, and then 5 people who also topped up at least 50,000 cash were chosen by randomizer probably. And what you could get from this Lucky Bonanza was the new fashion set, or the newest fashion set rather, and this is the Frontline Hero fashion set. And I think it looks pretty good. The only thing that I'm a little bit annoyed about is the really low quality of it. It already looked like that because there was a, I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but there was like 5 or 6 months back, I think, last year sometime, there was a contest going on the Playpark page, or the Playpark Facebook page rather. You should definitely check out the Playpark Facebook page if you want to keep up with like any stuff they're doing, because they're pretty active on Facebook, which is exactly the opposite of the borrow version, because they don't do anything, neither on Discord, Facebook, or on the homepage. They just do nothing. But there was a contest going on where everyone could submit their own created, designed fashion sets, and this one was the one which won the contest, and so it was brought into the game. But they said if it's not possible, they won't do it. But here it is, so they pretty much said it, or I mean, it was obviously possible. But yeah, the thing which I was concerned about back in the day was the very low quality of it, and I'm not sure if it really looks like that in-game. I didn't see anyone before going to the desert which wore the new fashion set, but just from the fashion, from the from the fashion viewer, it's csview.exe. Those should be the same textures which are also in-game, so that's how it should look in-game if you're wearing it. And I don't know about you guys, but I think this really looks like low quality as hell. It's like blurry, pixely, and I mean I really like the design of it, but I think it's, I don't know, like poorly made. I maybe think they just really took the blueprints from the guy who designed it and just put them into the game, and I don't think they even reworked it. I think they just put it into the game like he designed it. So no offense to the guy who designed it, but I mean maybe it's on purpose. Maybe it should look like that, like dirty and stuff like that, because it's the Frontline Hero, like the medic in the war kind of theme. So I mean, of course you get dirty in war, so it absolutely makes sense in that sense. But I just think it also like decreases the yeah, the prestige of the fashion set, because I just think it looks not as good as it could be if one has if one would have like cleaned it, polished it to make it look even better. But that's just my opinion, of course. Yeah, I still think it's a very cool new unique fashion set which we haven't in the game, and also he is wearing a Corona mask, so that's also pretty unique with the little Flyff logo on it. But I also think that, for example, is also poorly designed. Not sure if it changes if you turn around, but I don't think so. Yeah, that looks also a little bit scuffed, to be honest. So those are some details which I made out, which I'm not really a fan of, but I guess it is what it is, as they say. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that, and then I can't really tell you much more because I haven't been playing for the last few days, because I just hadn't or couldn't find the time for really achieving something. So yeah, I made some money, I sold more stuff, but I'm pretty much out of product. I can't sell anything anymore. I don't have anything anymore. I don't have any event items except for those 3 right here. I don't have any fashion, not fashion, any set parts from like 75 armor sets. So yeah, I'm pretty much down to 91 million, and that's pretty much everything I have. But I still think it's okay, because I made a lot of money with the triple XP and triple drop event, and also a lot of progress during these events. So I'm still very confident, and I try to find some time like every day to play like for at least 30 minutes to 1 hour, because you already have to log in every day for the attendance event. But there's also a problem with that, because a few days back I accidentally missed the attendance event, and I was logging in until that day. I logged in on every day, so I was on a perfect streak pretty much until day 13 or 14, something like that, or maybe even 15, not really sure, but something like that. And then I missed, sadly, 1 day, because I wasn't paying attention to the clock, and also I overslept that day, so I was waking up at like 2:30 p.m, so it was pretty late. And yeah, the whole day was like misery, and I also missed the attendance event because of that, because I wasn't thinking about Flyff until like 6 p.m, and then it was already over, because in the German time at 5 p.m. every day it's +7 hours in the Philippines. So it's when it's 5 p.m. in Germany, it's 0 a.m. in the Philippines. So then it resets the attendance event. So yeah, it's like in the middle of the day pretty much. So you always have to keep that in mind, because otherwise you would just miss the attendance event, which is what happened to me, which is very unfortunate. But as I already said, you can't change it. It's unlucky, but I have to go on without the bonus day. But it wasn't really a bonus day, I was just scuffed. Yeah, I messed that up. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but shouldn't make a huge difference in the end. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The drop rate of the new items isn't looking too good, so they're pretty rare, as well as I already mentioned, as well as the 3-leaf clover. So I mean, I leveled for a few minutes here, maybe 10, something like that, made some percentages in a party which I found, which has no skills anymore, which is weird, because I thought they would spam skills. They did before, I don't know why they stopped. Maybe they're making a small change in the party arrangement, I don't know. But yeah, whatever the case may be, the new items are pretty rare as well. I don't even have all 3, I think. What was the third one? What was the third item you could get? Oh yeah, I think it's the... No, it's not a syrup. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm trying to make some money off the new event, of course. It's new right now, so I'm probably going to farm it tomorrow and trying to sell the items for hopefully a pretty high price. And yeah, keep you guys updated about the progress we're going to make. And looking for another good deal like the My Tier +3 earring. I still think this was a pretty good deal, because when you look on the market you can't find anything like it, like 200 additional damage permanently in your equipment. For example, jewelry or even fashion sets or something like that. You can't find something like that for that cheap. So I think it was a pretty good deal still. And yeah, trying to look out for something similar like that for our fashion sets. Or fashion set rather, we only need one. And also our mask and cloak. Yeah. And with that being said, because it's pretty late, or pretty early rather, I have to wrap it up and wish you guys a great weekend. Thanks for watching, have a good day, bye bye.